What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Whiskey Wednesday night here on the Mash and Drum. And holy shit, I realized today that on this day, 8 years ago, I posted my first ever YouTube review. So it's kind of weird. It just kind of popped up on my phone out of all things. So I thought, man, has it really been 8 years? Well, apparently it has. It's been 8 years on the YouTube. So we're going to do a little celebrating tonight. Not really a big celebration. I just wanted to acknowledge it because it kind of hit me out of the blue. I was like, holy crap, we actually have been online for 8 months. 8 years. That's crazy. Good evening, some Frey Ranch in the Glen. Top Jimmy, I'm sipping on 132 proof 10-year Elijah Craig store pick. It's sweet and tasty. Happy 8 years. Yeah, guys, not going to make a big deal out of it. Normally I skip over the anniversaries, but it just kind of popped up on my phone today. When I saw the number 8, I was just like, wow, man, 2 more years will be 10, which is wild. Anyway, we have a hell of a lineup tonight. We're going to be doing a pretty crazy blind tasting. Basically, when we were talking last week, we were talking about all the crazy high age blend or all the high age releases that have been hitting, the market. The 1792 15-year, which we taste tested last week against the Cheesy Gold Foil, the Heaven Hill 22, the Four Roses Anthology, all these crazy high age whiskeys. Well, tonight we're going to focus on the, I guess, still some good age whiskeys, but not, ultra age whiskeys in tonight's lineup. So we're talking about the Old Forester 1924 10-year, the Knob Creek Blenders Edition. We're talking, there's so many here. Jack Daniel's 10-year, E.H. Taylor 4-grain, Peerless 10-year, Russell's 13, the 45th anniversary, and a bunch of other stuff we're just going to be putting head to head just to see which one of these bourbons can actually maybe stand up to some of these high age whiskeys. I think I'm going to have to do kind of a separate category this year with all the high age whiskeys that are coming out, just because when you're going to put them in a blind, they're just going to stick out like a sore thumb, which is going to be kind of crazy. But yeah, guys, welcome in. It's going to be a fun night. Let me say hi to some people in the chat. 96 Milli Man is here. Yes, time is flying. Randall Erickson. Cheers. Thank you so much, man. Leopold Scotch is here. Congratulations on me to Mary's and you're the GOAT. Oh, thank you very much. Connoisseur Cigar, 8 years, like good bourbon, you're coming of age. Yes. Jimmy Russell, my channel's the perfect age that Jimmy Russell and Booker No like their whiskeys. What's up, Barbecue Ed? Congrats on 8 years, Jason. Thanks you so much, man. We got Travis Robeson in the house. We got Nathan Jurgensen. Russell's Reserve 13, 45th in the Glen, underrated. Well, we'll find out tonight, Nathan, I guess, right? I don't think it's underrated. I just think it released at a really bad time. Think about it. It's like the Cheesy Gold Foil came out, or the archives, whatever you want to call it. There was this big fanfare, and then literally like a week or two later, here's a Russell's 45th from Eddie Russell. I don't think we just had enough time to take it in, so maybe we do tonight. We'll see what that looks like. John Legalbo is here. We got Hurricane Ditka, Peerless, HK10 all the way. There you go. Hurricane Ditka. I love that profile picture. Freaking Mike Ditka was an OG legend, man. Tim Romero is here. We got the Bourbon Coach. What's going on, man? Justin Jenkins is here. Happy 8 years. Let's see. We said hi to Trav. Philosophize is here, of course. JG in the house. What's going on? Another celebratory live tonight. It was just Jason's birthday a couple weeks ago. Yeah, birthday, and just doing a little bit of again, guys, this isn't like a big celebratory thing. I'm just acknowledging that it's been 8 years, and it kind of blew me away today. That's all. That's why, like on the thing, I was on the thumbnail, just like I just realized it was 8 years because that little pop up came up on my phone. It's like 8 years ago. Like, here's your stupid video you posted. It was a Jefferson's Ocean cast strength review. It was the first review ever. Pretty wild. Let's see. Little Barry is here. Oaken Age 8 year in the Glen to celebrate. There you go. Nice little 8 year. Reese Mash is in the house. Let's see. Christopher Mondello is here. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. We got Ben D. Guthrie. What's going on? We got Mark Hoyle is here. Has anyone tried the 1792 XV? Yes, we tried it last week. Very good high age whiskey for sure. Abrod. Let's see. EMC Rolls. Who's hyped for Endalls this Sunday on Women of Whiskeys? That's right. The End Alzheimer's fundraiser is happening this Sunday on Women of Whiskey. Emily, yeah, feel free to put all the details you want in the chat. We'll definitely talk about it a little bit more. It's a great cause. Bo's Wine Guy 5461 is here. We got Mark Hoyle, Josh Fritz. What's up, Fritzy? Dr. Sped, Mrs. EJ is here. Hello, Melissa. DB Renizer is here. Drinking some Nelson's Reserve. I got highly discounted and can't say I hate it. There you go. James Lay is here. LFG. Jason K. What's going on, man? We got Top Dog. Kanish is here. Let's see. Matthew Koluzny, 1781 is here. We got Bourbon Lover, Leopold. Who else? Tony Martin, I see. Sweet. Cindy is here. Nice to hear no echo. Yep. No echo tonight. There's my oatmeal, oregano, and basil crusted. What? I don't even know what that means. Neat 123. 2018 Thomas Haney in the Glen tonight to celebrate 8 years. I dig it. That's cool. Matt Robinson is here. Patrick Little Drew, Joe the Sample Guy, Vinol 2, the best bourbons is judged by the best whiskey tubers. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, we try. Let's see. Jader Noise. Cheers, folks. What's up, man? Slapshot is here. Andrew Baker Group, Block, and a bunch more people coming. I see Mauritius Pastanis is here. Jim Muller is here, and a bunch more people. All right, I'm going to scroll down. Scrolling down. Holy crap. I'm keeping up. Wings and Whiskey with the super chat tonight. You see that New York Yankee shortstop kid, Lombard Jr., looking real good. Well, I mean, the Yankees are going to need it. They are not really playing that great. Feels like you have a small, there's usually a small lip sync delay from this to the, not really sure how to fix that, but when can we buy Drum Key in more locations nationwide? Well, you can't buy it nationwide, but you can have it shipped to you nationwide. So it's just not going to be available on the shelf, at least anytime soon. What's up, Matt Carter? Show your first review, Jason. Yeah. Another vote for Lombard Jr. Do you still have that Jefferson's Ocean? Love you, brother. Says Allensvale. I love you too, man. I do not have that Jefferson's Ocean anymore. If I did, I feel like I'd be a little bit of a whiskey hoarder. James Lay says, I was drinking Fat Fingers Are Real. Oh, got it. Thanks for the 40-month re-up, man. Any intel about Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof Rye 10-year store picks being released? What's up, user? Yeah, I did hear that they are starting to roll out. I'm not sure how many we're going to see. Remember, we do see, actually, I think I still have it up here. Let me see if I still have the label. Yeah, remember, we're getting this. Sometime soon. I feel like this is probably going to be next year. Jack Daniel's 12-year Tennessee Rye whiskey. So I feel like anything that's going to be hyper age is going to be going into this batch. It does say batch, so this is going to be a batch product, not single barrels. So hopefully, if there's still some 10-year and maybe even 11-year laying around, maybe we start seeing those in some single barrels. It's been reported that they're getting older the last couple of years here anyway. We've seen a lot of 9 years. I'm hoping some 10 years come out too. So usually we see mostly 8s, but it'd be cool if we could see a 9, close to 9, or even 10 as we get there. So passed on the Bomburgers yesterday. I hope I don't regret it. Outside the store, I did not get a Bomburgers this year. Normally, I get it sent to me from Michter's. Michter's is one of the lucky relationships I have that they send me bottles to review. They sent me 2 Shanks this year, and usually it's a Shanks and a Bomburgers. I got 2 Shanks, no Bomburgers, so I didn't get a chance to try it. But I feel like I just saw Pursuit just did a quick review on it. So if you want to check it out, go to Bourbon Pursuit on the YouTubes and see if they I feel like they did a quick review. So check it out. Can you do the gold foil versus Russell's 15 versus Beacon and give us a true, honest opinion? I feel like I did that already like 2 weeks ago. Pat, from what I remember, I like Gold Foil and 15 over Beacon. Yet, this is kind of the back and forth with Russell's 15 and Archives. Archives, and again, I'm just going to revert. I'm going to refer to Bruce Russell putting it best. Russell's 15 is the best song on your favorite album. It's direct. It does a few things really, really well, amazingly well. I mean, you could argue Russell's 15 is probably one of the best, if not the best bourbon released in the last 5 years. Archives, to Bruce Russell, is the entire album, whereas Russell's 15 is a song on that album. Archives encompasses all these different layers of flavor. Now, I agree with that wholeheartedly. The thing that I think people are going to have an issue with is that, finally got that bug. the 2 or 3 things that Russell's 15 does really well, and it's things that people really enjoy. Big punch of flavor, big, bold, syrupy, dark fruit all day long, oak, a little musty. There's a fermented fruit kick to it that just goes on for days. So the Archives doesn't really drink like that. The Archives doesn't have that kind of forceful flavor. But if you sit back and just kind of sip on the Archives, it's a lot of layers to it that the Russell's 15 doesn't really have. So I think when you're kind of trying to measure them side by side, do you want just the big flavor bomb punch, or do you want something to sit back and actually pick apart? That's really kind of the best way I can describe the two of them. Whether or not you think one is better than the other is going to completely depend on your palate, because they're both amazing. They just do things differently. I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but it's true. At least that's in my experience. I feel like Russell's 15 is the one thing you want to pour when you want to wow somebody. Like, holy shit, I've never ever had anything like this. But Archives is something you want to give to somebody when you really want to show them how well a layered, textured whiskey can be. So yeah. A few things, and Jason mentions a dozen. Was that a dozen? Let's go Phillies. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, God. Hey, Nashville Mac is here. What's up, man? Oh, let's go. Like, Vic, everybody hates the Dodgers, so go away with that shit. That Russell's 13 45th is really growing on me. You can use the extra shank on the guy who screwed that up. Is that the High Angel share? Heard it was good. Yes, that is the High Angel share from Jack. We're gonna crack that open here pretty quick. Pick one: Stack 25D, ECBP B525, or Russell's Reserve 13-year 2025 Stack 25D. Stack 25D. I hate to be that guy that's like, gotta get the Buffalo Trace, but Stack 25D is one of the best stags I've had in a while, and that's me personally. 2 shanks must be nice. I got shanked. I did get shanked. Jason, I finally understand how you use your Discord. Better late than never. There you go, Kanish. Dodgers suck right now. Yeah, that's true. I think, listen, I still think the Dodgers are going to be there in the end, but it's going to be kind of crazy to see what happens in the American League. I think it's right. The way the Red Sox are playing right now, holy shit. Like, they are a friggin' freight train coming down the pike, man. They are no joke. Can we make consensus? Is it WT16 and hey, cheesy go foil? I think I'm just going to call Archive 16. That's the best way I could think of doing it. The TTB approved the Power Ballad label. I saw a Coming Whiskey post on it. They did. They changed it up quite a bit, and now it sounds really dumb. And I hate what the TTB did to the label. But there's nothing I could do about it. It just sucks. If you read the label on Coming Whiskey, I think it says like bourbon finished in bourbon barrels, like something really dumb and something really idiotic. It just sounds stupid. So they also changed my tagline on the back. So instead of it saying it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with, now it says it's not about the bottle, it's the people you share it with. So yeah, I'm serious, guys. For like 2 days, I was so pissed and livid that they did that, but it was the only, like, there's no negotiation. It's like, this is what you need to change it to, or we don't approve it. So, but it was like that on the previous release. So what changed? Whatever. It is what it is. The friggin' power ballad has pissed me off so much this year. I just wanted to come out and people to try to enjoy it. Oh my God. It's making me crazy. It's gonna be one of those like weird bottles that people get and be like, oh, remember when the TTB screwed Jason with his label? Yeah, they totally put the bespoke on it. Yeah. Yeah, bourbon aged in bourbon from bourbon, but yeah, it's still purple and gold. So I guess that's the main thing. Hey, I mean, honestly, who cares? As long as the whiskey inside is good, and I think you guys will get. I think Power Ballad is one of those whiskeys you're going to want to sit back and you're going to want to just sit with it because there's a lot of different little layers to it. I think you guys are going to really enjoy. So I can't wait for it to come out. Yeah, Nathan, exactly. Did they approve the name change? I'm sorry. Yeah, we kept it Power Ballad. Okay. What did I pour here? Did I pour something? Oh, I did pour something already. This is Eagle Rare 17 from last year. I did pour this already. Yeah, clearly the TTB is rage baiting me. They want me to go off and just like lose my shit. What's your favorite pour of the year so far, Kanesh? Well, we're going to find out. I think it's going to help me a little bit tonight, but right now it's hard to beat the Archives 1 and Heaven Hill 22 as kind of my tops. I've had so many good single barrels this year, though. God, the single barrel experiences and the bottles that have come out from groups. I mean, most of them, if not 90% of them, are better than most stuff that we get released. It's crazy. It's crazy how good some of those single barrels are. But again, single barrels are generally kind of like Russell's 15. They do 2 or 3 things really, really good. Whereas like Heaven Hill 22 or an Archives can do many things really well. So, but there's been some great single barrels this year. Nathan Jurgensen, Bullet 20 is the best I've had this year. Yeah, lucky you. And haven't tried it yet. I traded a Heaven Hill 22 for a 15th anniversary 13 Colony. Oh, wow. Wow. Heaven Hill 22 or Gold Foil? When I did the blind tasting, I actually picked Heaven Hill 22 over the Gold Foil, I think. Where do you think the best Russell's picks could land on the chart of turkey greatness? Best one can approach 13, 15, or not either? Man, that's tough, Whiskey Habit. The ones that I truly love that I think are like top tier are always from Camp Nelson. A couple have come from, well, I don't know. Like the different Rick houses do offer you different things. But I think the Camp Nelson picks in particular will give you something closer to the limited edition releases because a lot of the releases use the Camp Nelson barrel. So I think if you're going to try to get a Russell's pick to compete with that, then look for some really good Camp Nelson barrels. However, not all Camp Nelson barrels are going to give you that type of flavor profile, but every now and again you come across one with a good age. Unfortunately, last year the ages came down a little bit on the Russell's picks. We were looking at mostly 8-year picks. Not sure what we're doing this year if we're getting into the 9 and 10-year realm. I'm actually going in about a week and a half, 2 weeks down to Russell's to pick the next Russell's picks for the Master Journey Whiskey Club. So I'm really excited to do that and go see Bruce again. But other than that, it's yeah, those would be the ones I would look for. But man, you like last year we had M warehouse barrels from Tyrone that were just super fruit forward. They're really good. Yeah, all the picks are 110 proof. Any thoughts on Japanese whiskey is heading there soon? Always looking forward. Any thoughts on Japanese whiskey as heading there soon? Japanese whiskey, I think, I mean, people that love it freaking love it, but again, it's that maltiness that I think keeps a lot of bourbon drinkers away from a Japanese whiskey for the most part. The high aged Japanese whiskeys can be really delicious. However, they're very pricey. So I think that's kind of like the push and pull with Japanese whiskey. Hey, Jason, are you going to this year's Kentucky Bourbon Festival? I'm trying to get there this year for sure. Um, Camp Nelson Rick houses are 20 minutes from my house, says Danville Bourbon. Oh, there you go. All right. I'm going to start with a little Eagle Rare 17. This is all I have. I have a sample from last year. This is the one that Cam sent me. So I'm going to have a little pour. Cheers, guys. I think the Eagle Rare 17 last year was really good. You know why? Because it actually has bite to it. It doesn't just die and give you oak. Yamakaze 12 you get for 125 this year, and I think that's a buy. Yeah, at that price, I think that's a pretty good deal. Still no news on ECBP Bourbon and Discovery Series from Bardstown since they faded away. Bardstown Discovery, yeah, remember Bardstown decided to do less Discovery Series each and every year. So not sure if we'll get one this year. If we do, remember we used to get like maybe two, maybe sometimes three discoveries in 1 year. And with the market the way it is, Bardstown Bourbon Company has decided to pull back on all those releases. Yet they're giving us a lot of these 375 milliliter releases in their Distillery Reserve series. I guess that's driving numbers for them. It's the only reason why they probably keep doing it. So, and as far as Elijah Craig and Heaven Hill, I don't know what happened. I reach out to them. I send them emails. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping to get. I emailed somebody different last week. I'm hoping to get a different response, but we'll see, or a clearer response, if I should say. Which drum key is your favorite so far? Man, that's tough. I'll always love the debut because it's going to be my first. It's a powerful, just every time you go back to it, it's fruit forward, it's chocolatey, it changes. But I do think that the rye symbol is a more impressive blend. I think it's more layered than the debut is. But when I have people and I see people arguing back and forth which one's better, that's a good thing. It means I did something right. If you're arguing which one is better than the other, you have two good whiskeys that are good that people want to argue about, or well, not argue, but debate. And I think that's all I could ask for. BBC used to be good. You're having him pick his favorite child. Solo 1 or 2? Oh man. Probably Solo 1. As much as I love Solo 2 and that old MGP profile, Solo 1 made me like holy crap, this thing is a beast. So yeah. The new discovery this year is finished in Gariana Oak. They did a discovery with Gariana. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good for discovery. They tried that with the Cascadia with their Distillery Reserve series, and it just like nobody was really crazy about that one. So now they're gonna like reuse those barrels and use it in a discovery. I don't know about that decision. I guess we'll see. Heaven Hill pissed me off with no word on ECBP. Easily my favorite finable barrel proof bourbon every year. Yeah, I could see that, man. Oh, very cool, John Cloud. Glad you got your order in. BBC has no idea what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, when you kind of look at it, you're just like, man, what direction are they going? They have a lot of different finishes. They're really leaning into this "we'll go anywhere" type deal where they'll go all across the world to find different casks and different wood types and finishes to use to make something unique and different, which I think you could appreciate. But when you're only releasing these at 375 milliliter bottles and they're only available at the distillery, I don't know. Is that part of the plan to get them into the distillery more so they buy other stuff? So they're doing this, get them in the distillery, do the whole thing. The one thing that I think is interesting is like you don't see a lot of Bardstown barrel picks anymore. I feel like that has slowed down quite a bit. The last time we went to Bardstown, I mean, we got a pretty good barrel, but it wasn't like the selections of barrels we got were not like blow me away type of you know type of type of barrels. It just was kind of crazy. Yeah, user, we're going to talk about that a little bit, but let me finish this Eagle Rare 17. How many batches of Ride Symbol are there? My bottle says batch 2. No, batch 2 is the Ride Symbol. Batch 1 was debut. Batch 2 is Ride Symbol. Batch 3 will be the Power Ballad. Batch 4 will probably be the French Oak Rye, I think. Batch 5 is TBD. Not sure yet. Eagle Rare 17, man, it's one of those whiskeys you both love. You love it and you hate it. You hate it because sometimes you buy it and it just sucks. And sometimes you buy it and it's really good. Mostly not great. This one's pretty good. Congrats on 8 years, Jason. I was going to pour some Old Dominic 8 year to celebrate, but then I saw Barrel King Voltron stare at me next pour. Oh, that Voltron is so good. I'm proud to say that I made the label on that because I'm a Voltron nerd. That was my favorite cartoon growing up, was Voltron. So I wanted to make the label for that so bad. Late arrival, but I'm here for it. Peerless Double Oak Rye, kind of night. I really enjoyed the Booker's Big Easy batch this year. May not be the best release, but solid. Yeah, I agree. I think the Big Easy batch has really good qualities to it. It's actually in the blind tonight, so we'll see how it does. But I think it's going to be what usually happens to Bookers and blind tastings. It comes off youthful, unfortunately. All right, guys. Jack Daniels. That should focus up. There you go. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I have the bottle camera right here. I think I've just been so used to doing that, showing some reviews. I filmed so many shorts, and I have a best value video coming out. I have a lot of content in the hopper. I've just been trying to like get through it and edit it all. So a lot's coming here, guys. There you go. The Jack Daniel's Distillery Series High Angel Share release. Look at the proof on that, baby. 138.4 proof. Now, this was sent to me by Jack Daniels. I just got it. This is batch number 17 or selection 17, whatever you want to call it in the series. But yeah. Saw you on the Bourbon Games preview. How much did you take part? Jay Porter, I was there the entire weekend for the Bourbon Games. Guys, I'm telling you, Barrel King, what they're doing with this Bourbon Games is next level. Eventually you'll see a whole series of it, of the videos of like the entire weekend we spent. But the activities, the blending, Matt came in just to do a Matt Madness with everybody. It was clay pigeon shooting, sitting out by a fire, just drinking epic whiskeys, William Heaven Hill 19. And I think Barrel King is going to be doing more of these with bourbon groups. Dude, it's a really good idea. I think bourbon groups will go crazy for these Bourbon Games. All right. I'm just going to pour the Jack Daniels right in here because I don't have any other glasses down here because I have so many glasses to go through for the blind tasting we're about to get into tonight. Trucker B Sprizzy, I mean on the 20 you do for drum key samples and sent you my. Okay, I'll take a look at that. It might have went to spam. If I miss it, sorry, Trucker. I will take a look at that. Yes, Scott. Oh, WG here. Thank you for reminding me. Blendigeddon the finals. That's right. It's finally happening. 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, Blendigeddon finals is happening. I'm still trying to figure out the whole fundraiser thing. We're going to try to make it happen. We're going to try to make it work either way. But mark your calendars. 2 weeks from today, Blendigeddon finals. There you go. Dang Hooper, I can't. You're not being serious, right? You know what Matt Madness is. Okay. Matt's cheese slipped off his cracker crack, but love him for that. Yes. 3 weeks from today, blends are due for next round. Yeah. Well, it's going to be a little bit. Next year is going to be a little bit more laid back. We're not doing Franken blends anymore, and I'm giving you the bottles that you can blend with. So it's going to be a little bit more constrained next year. I think because it just stretches on for so long. As much as I love doing it, it's just so much work doing the samples and getting the blends in and keeping track of everything. And I just felt like it just drags on and it drags on and it drags on. So as much as I'm going to miss the Frankenblood competition, we're probably going to end up losing that. And the bottles that you're going to be able to blend with, I'm giving you a list for those bottles. I'm not having a lot of you guys go out and just blend whatever you want anymore. Because if I saw another damn Elijah Craig C9, freaking C9 23 in a blend, I was going to lose my effing mind. Like, it's supposed to be bottles you just walk in and buy on the shelf, not using Elijah Craig C9 23 or freaking Michter's, all this shit that. So I'm like, enough's enough. I'm just going to give you guys a list of bottles you're allowed to use. And if you stray from the list, then you're automatically disqualified. So there you go. Yeah, Paul, I'm hoping to incorporate the fundraiser. Just the thing with the shipping is still a little bit tough right now, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, Shelfer Pirate Bottle Batch 11. Yeah, let's throw that in a blend and see what happens. Hey, Jason, based on the sample you received, are you going to buy a Heaven Hill 22? Heaven Hill 22? I bought a bottle of it already, my bourbon buddy. Yeah, I already got a Heaven Hill 22. I love it. Exactly. All right, guys, let's talk about this new release from Jack Daniel's here. Here it is, the Jack Daniel's Distillery Series. This is the High Angel Share Whiskey. Limited edition release. This is these were laid to rest in 2016 on the top floors of Coy Hill. So these are around 10 years old, maybe give or take. The Coy Hill warehouses are situated at the highest point of the Jack Daniel's property in Lynchburg that have yielded many of the brand's most sought after releases over the past few years. These bottles can sometimes command prices as high as $4,000 on the resale market, depending on what it is. So this is their typical mash bill: 80 corn, 12 malted barley, 8% rye. This will be available exclusively at the White Rabbit Bottle Shop in Tennessee at the Jack Daniel's Distillery. Bottles are only available in 375 milliliter formats, each hosting a suggested retail price of $44.75. So there you go. So pretty cut and dry for this release, guys. Nothing really crazy. Jason, your rants are epic. Can't wait for the next Weller one. I know I had a lot of rants last week. I feel like I went off with the rants, but it was fun. Heard it's good. I have 2 bottles of C923. Does it go bad if you don't open it? No, you're good, man. As long as you keep it in a cool place. Don't put it in the sun or anything. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Yeah, that's Coy Hill. I mean, it literally smells like Bananas Foster. Banana, maple syrupy, rummy type of notes here. Whew. Thing runs hot. Just below hazmat. How many bottles will be in the fundraiser? We have a good amount. I mean, I think I'm alone just doing 20 something bottles, but I know other people have. I did put that form in, and other people filled it out. I'm not sure if people are still willing to do that, but I'm going to reach out to everyone and see if they're still willing to give away those bottles. So you should do a rant on Woodford Reserve. Oh, poor Woodford. Because nothing they give us is age stated. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Because Woodford likes to give us batch proof and all these special releases for $160, $180 and never, ever give us an age statement in a world where all we're getting is age statements. How's that for you? Is that a good start? Because that's really my only gripe with Woodford. and the fact that they don't give us age statements because their whiskey is freaking young. Those batch proofs that people love. Remember, guys, it's Brown Forman. It's heat cycled warehouses. It's all young whiskey made you to think that it's older whiskey when it's not. But how is this versus the Jack Daniel's table syrup? Natural Mac. It's pretty close. It's pretty close, Mac. I mean, yeah, it's bananas Foster in glass. It almost smells like breakfast. I mean, it's so Coy Hilly. I mean, it is what it is. I really only have one issue with Woodford, and that is their whiskey, says Jason Coates. Future M&J pick from Gene's new MGP 11-year stocks, please and thank you. Yeah, Paul, we're looking at those. We're getting ready. We're just Mash and Journey Whiskey Club. We are releasing a very short barrel of Beam this Friday. 138, 137 proof, something like that. Only 64 bottles of 12-year Beam. It is freaking amazing. But it's a shorty. So whoever's lucky enough to get it, gets it. All right, guys, cheers. Holy hell. Yeah, this is interesting difference here. With like these little Coy Hill balls of fire. Those to me have a different type of profile, like an elevated sweetness, lots of barrel char and tons of molasses. This is more like Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 just turned up to 11, or in this case probably turned up to more like 15 or 16. This thing is the Old Number 7 profile, completely just way amped up, because I get like that nutty peanut buttery banana chip like trail mix note that I always get in Old Number 7, yet it's just more concentrated, it's darker, it's more syrupy. Yeah, she's a spicy meatball. I wonder how this would compare to the Jack Daniel's 150th decanter. Yeah, William Wiley, I don't even know if it would compete with that. No, Reed's Match, this is just Coy Hill. These were aged in the top tiers of Coy Hill. But that's what it is. I mean, here's the thing. I feel like any bourbon group or you guys have been out there and you're lucky enough to find a Tennessee whiskey Jack Daniel's barrel pick, a single barrel proof barrel pick that has that, 1-13 label on it. That's from Coy Hill. You could probably get pretty close to this. I don't feel like this is anything you have to run down to Tennessee and wait online for hours to try to get. It's good, but it's just basically Old Number 7 at a freaking ridiculous proof point. Doesn't mean it's bad, but I think the Coy Hill Rise releases, the small batch that I just showed you there, I think those have more going on than this does. This just feels like Old Number 7 just completely turned up to 100,000 degrees. I don't think I think it's a better than okay. I think it's definitely a beast of a whiskey, but I don't think it offers some of the different flavor profiles that we've gotten from some of the other Coy Hill releases. This is just, if you love the Old Number 7 profile and you want to taste it at almost hazmat, here you go. That's what it is. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Man, that thing's hot. Woo! A local dropped a 10-year rye pick, sold out in 2 seconds. There you go, Barbecue Ed. The 10-year ryes are out there. It's happening. We are seeing it. People are seeing it. Best 5 Jason rants. I vote for backing into parking spaces. we could do that. Top 5 rants. We could do that tonight. That's fun. I need hazmat Diet Coke to go with it. Yeah. High proof. Yeah, it's 130. What is it? 138, I said? Yeah, 138.4 on that one, guys. Do you ever revisit after some air? I was shocked how good my blenders is after some air. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. That's the beauty of having like a full bottle. That's why when I do like end of the year lists that a lot of people do, you know, we all do them towards the end of the year. We do, you know, our lists, our best of the year. I don't put in samples. So if I got like a sample of something that I got from a whiskey company, I don't put those in there because samples, it's not the same experience to me as a bottle. Like I had to own a full bottle of it. If I got like a 1 ounce sample of something really rare, I'm not going to put that in my end of the year rankings because I did not have the time to completely like enjoy it and test it over, you know, the course of time. A great example of that is last year with the Calumet 18. As much as I loved it in the beginning, man, I could not stand that bottle once it got like past halfway. Could not stand it. It tasted like uh Luden's cough drops to me. It was medicinal, it was cherry, just no thanks. And the only way I would have known that is if I would have had the whole bottle to, you know, to experience throughout the course of, you know, however many months I had. So all right. I think this is good to start with, guys. What do you think? Here we go. Legit top 6 Jason Rants, parking spaces, blue run, Falcons choking. Mets choking. Yeah, James Lay. It's pretty spot on, actually. Jason, what a bro. Wish I'd still had a debut bottle, but I still have some Riot Symbol, drinking some short barrel Sasquatch batch too. Hell yeah, J-Way. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Listen, as long as you guys are getting the blends that I'm creating and you're finishing them and enjoying them, hell yeah, man. Calumet 18 haters, send me your bottles. Yeah, Nathan, man. Nathan likes to drink cough syrup. That's the only reason. That's the only explanation why he likes the Calumet 18. Yeah, don't forget about my bespoke rant. That was a pretty epic rant. What about my rant on what's that whiskey company? The one with the girl dancing in the distillery, but there's no distillery. It's a still, but it's not hooked up to anything. What's that whiskey brand name? What is it? Oakley. Yes, Oakley. Oh my God. That was an epic rant. I was so disturbed by that marketing. I could not take it. There's a girl in a barn dancing in front of a still that's not hooked up to anything. It's just a still, just in a barn. And remember the guy, there's like a guy with no shirt on coming out of like a pond or a little river, and guys riding horses. Has nothing to do with bourbon. It was completely made with AI. The biggest piece of shit thing I've ever seen. Oh man, I'm still ranting about it. It still bothers me. AI marketing 101. Yep. It's like, please make a website that will capture the likeness and the interest of hoity-toity hoity-toity bourbon drinkers that don't really drink bourbon. They just want to look good while drinking bourbon. Send. And there you go. There's your prompt. Yeah, the Blue Run rant was. Here's the thing about the Blue Run rant, though. The Blue Run rant I did in a video, like a recorded video. Yes, I've ranted about it again, you know, on live streams. But dude, I did that shit in a video. I remember the line I said. For all you people that want to chase butterflies, you could keep the net. I think I remember saying that. And while that sounds really dumb now that I actually said those words, at the time, I was like, yeah, screw you, Blue Run. That's basically what it was. The rare character rants are always fun. Yeah, rare character rants. The Wiener bottle one was great. People spending $1,200 because there's a hot dog on the label. Just so stupid. So stupid. A girl in a barn, Jackie Zykin. It could have been Jackie. We don't know. Thank you so much, Bourbon Jerk. Uh, yeah, that was pretty epic. All right, guys. So let me run through the list here. This is the key for the blind. I don't know what the letters are underneath. We'll find out. And I'm not going to look at letters. I just want to read what's in here because I'm never going to remember all of them. Okay. Michter's Sour Mash Barrel Strength, which released this year. Old Forester 1924, this year's. Old Grandad 114 Single Barrel. Barrel Bourbon Cigar Blend. Russell's 13 45th Anniversary. Peerless 10 Year. Knob Creek Blenders Edition. Jack Daniel's 10 Year. E.H. Taylor 4 Grain. 13th Colony Barrel Symphony. Green River Toasted, the little 375. Old Forester Triple Char, which is another 375 that just came out. Little Book Chapter 10. And Booker's Big Easy Batch. So that is the list. So there's a lot. There's a lot in here tonight. And these are all kind of been randomized, mixed up. I just read you what's in the blind, but I don't know what's in each glass. So let's just start tasting through these and let's see what we got here. So the JD batch 10 is this year's batch, the one I really like, the peanut butter and jelly one. So yeah. So we'll see what happens. Let me grab a little background music, which I always love to do during a long blind flight like this. Actually, do we have any of the? Let me see here. I kind of like the '80s vibes one. Give me an '80s vibe one. I have to have something in here. Let's see. Is that one of them? Oh, here we go. Let's see. I like that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do all these. This is already in there. Yeah, let's get some okay. I'll throw these two in here and see how they sound. All right, guys. Let's find out which one of these bourbons this year can actually maybe have a chance. All right, yeah, we're gonna keep it there. No gold foil, no hate is under cigar. Eric, if you've been tuning in the last few live streams, literally the last. I mean, it's been the last couple weeks. I've been doing all the high age stuff. So I wanted to concentrate tonight on some of the bourbons that have come out that aren't 15 years plus. Like, there's been a lot of great releases this year, and I want to see how this shakes out. We've had a lot of great releases, as I mentioned, so I want to see how these do, and then maybe see if we have a comparison to one of these high age ones that come out. So, yeah, I did not include the new early times. No, the cigar blend is here. It's in here. I mentioned it. I read it. Oh, 80s hip hop. I could look for some 80s hip hop for sure. Yeah, the new early times is a no-go. So yeah, Eric. I feel like we've exhausted all the high age releases the last 3 weeks. We've done Anthology. We've done Elijah Craig 15, Heaven Hill 22. I mean, when you look back last week, I had literally like 8 bottles in front of me, 18-year shit. I had everything. So let's see what else on top of that can come out tonight. We have 449 people watching, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Really appreciate. This is the only thing I'm going to say here. Over the last 8 years, I have learned a lot. I have met some of the best people on the planet, including you guys. This channel has allowed me to accomplish a dream come true, which is start my own bourbon brand. My own whiskey brand. It's given me opportunities to meet people, to go places But more importantly, as I stated earlier, it's about you guys and the people that I've met along the way that make it so special. So, if I were to change anything in the last 8 years, it would be maybe I don't fall off my chair after a bunch of Elijah Craig barrel proofs, but that ended up being one of the most epic things that ever happened in the last 8 years. So kind of glad it happened. Anyway, cheers to you guys. Thanks for all the support over the last 8 years. And here's to maybe 8 more. I don't know. We'll see how long we can keep this thing going. All right, let's get into it here. And guys, at this point, let's, if you have any questions, as I'd like to, you guys want to get me steamed up with a rant, go for it. But let's see how this blind shakes out. I'm going to run through these real quick, do a quick taste, and then we'll kind of get to some questions and stuff. Go, Jason, you have a better record than all of your teams combined. That's not true, man. That's not true, Travis. Remember this shit, Travis? You forgot already, Travis? You forgot already, didn't you? You forgot. My New York Knicks were champions this year, so screw everyone. I'm still reveling in this. This happened. This happened this year, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Mets season is over. There's like a nice weight lifted off my shoulders. I don't have to worry about the Mets collapsing this year. They're already terrible. They've been terrible from day one. So that's been fun. The Falcons, I don't expect the Falcons to do anything this year, but I think it's fun to see the team get older and grow, and all they need is a stable quarterback, and we'll see what happens. But I don't care. The Knicks won. Who gives a shit? And baseball sucks this year. I don't care. Everybody hates the Dodgers. There's going to be a lockout. So enjoy that, everybody. Oh, I remember, Trav. Yeah. Mike Vick's still the quarterback in Atlanta. If only. If only. Speaking of collapsing, Tua or Penix, them some wobbly QBs. They are kind of wobbly. I don't know. I think Penix is more talented, but the dude can't just stay on the field. Tua, you just never know what you're going to get with Tua. Who knows with Tua? Tua's accurate, and he's never played in a dome. So if he could stay healthy, not get knocked out, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? We have a young, upcoming defense. We have a solid O-line. We have Bijan. We have just receivers all over the field. Kyle Pitts has been paid. Drake London's been paid. We have a really, really good offense. It's just we need a quarterback to get these guys the ball consistently. If that happens, the NFC South is wide open. It's nobody's division. You can't say it's anyone's division. Tampa Bay was supposed to win it last year. Carolina beat them at the very end. So New Orleans could be kind of a little bit of an up-and-coming team, but I do think Carolina got better this year, especially on defense. Tampa is kind of in a weird situation with Baker and kind of being disgruntled, but I think Atlanta's just kind of the wild card. They're either gonna win like 10 games or gonna win like 4 games. I guess we'll see what happens. Worst QB room, Browns or Falcons? Oh man, it's got to be the Browns right now. Well, I don't know, maybe the Falcons. At least the Browns have 2 healthy QBs. Falcons don't. All right, nose on this one. Braves are better than the Dodgers, and go Falcons. Surprise team of the year. Damn, Dobbs. Dobbs throwing shade at the Dodgers. Love it. Exactly. Allen's yep. Allen, yep. 7554. It's been no one's division. All right, let's try the first one here. It's good. It's spicy. It's toasty. Nice little proof point. Lots of vanilla here. Nothing to like write home about, but just a good solid whiskey. There's some brown sugar here too, which I really like. Man, good finish on it too. This thing is a little bit hot. I like that one for the first one. All right, let's go to number 2. NFC South fan trying to rationalize. I mean, that's all we can do. What do you want us to do? I think the NFL this year is actually pretty wide open. The only team that really everybody is dude, if the Rams get Aaron Donald, if he comes out of retirement, which it looks like he's going to, that's just not fair. The Rams are gonna defensively are gonna destroy teams. The only way they don't win is if, somehow the quarterback gets hurt or something like that. But that defense, when Aaron Donald comes back, him and Myles Garrett on the other side, it's over. It's over. Were you unimpressed with the Heaven Hill 90th bottle? I thought it was good for the price, but it wasn't anything I really wanted. I mean, I know they did some of I think they did some heavy char aging in that. So it gave me kind of like that toasted vibe, which I'm not a huge fan of personally. But I thought for the money, for like $100, it was actually a good buy. Matt Carter, are you a Jets or Giants fan? I grew up around basically both. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of either, but my family growing up, we geared more towards the Giants and the Jets. The Giants should be an interesting team this year. Oh, this one's interesting. This has, lots of honey. Eagles that are 5-0. The Eagles are a complete wild card. You just don't know. Eagles could come out and destroy everyone, or they could play like shit. So for you Eagles fans, is anybody concerned that the absence of A.J. Brown is going to affect the offense quite a bit? I mean, you guys weren't throwing the ball great last year, but now you don't have A.J. Brown. Your chair dumping episode reminded me of my foot doctor about 20 years ago. He on his, what does that say? He sat on his short stool, bent over to examine my heel, and fell right on the floor. I had knee surgery, but I thought. Stephon Diggs went to Washington today. My Dolphins haven't had me exit since Dan Marino, and then it was disappointing. Yeah. Actually, Scott from my Bourbon Journey is a big Dolphins fan. He's always disappointed. It will be better without AJ, says Travis. Okay. Now they don't have to try to feed him and his ego. The Eagles aren't going to win a Super Bowl again until they get rid of Nick Sirianni. Wow. Okay, Jeff Winbush. Number 2 is dark. It's got some oak to it. It's got some, what is that? It's like a dark toffee. Just really good. I definitely like it better than the first one. Let's go to number 3. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember he was reading books on the sideline. He couldn't give a shit. He pulled a, what's his name from, the movie. The football movie with James Vanderbeek. He was the backup QB. He was reading the book on the sideline. God bless James Vanderbeek. We lost him. Yeah, Varsity Blues, man. Yep. Varsity Blues. Colts are making a run this year. Hopefully Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom defense stay healthy. Yeah, that's all about. Yeah, Daniel Jones was lighting it up before he got healthy. Before he got hurt last year, I should say. 3 is solid. I still like 2 better. 3 has some nice vanilla caramel notes. A little bit of toasty vibes. A fucking tan. I remember that. Yep, Puke and Rally. Such a good movie. Oh my God, did any of you guys watch what's the football movie? This movie, and I'll admit it, the movie made me weep like somebody just ran over my dog. Oh my God, it's gonna drive me crazy. It's the movie about the lineman that wanted to play for, I think he wanted to play for Alabama or Arkansas. I forgot what it was. It's based on a true story. Somebody help me out here with the name of it. And it's not Rudy. Oh, I love the program. That was my whole football team. We went and watched that when I was back in high school. Not Blindside. Nope. It's not The Blind Side, guys. Nope, that wasn't it. I gotta look it up. And if none of you guys have seen this movie, Greater, thank you. Greater, Justin Mills nailed it. If you guys have not seen the movie Greater, be prepared, bring your tissues. Because that movie, oh my God. It got like recommended on, I think on like Netflix or Amazon I was on, and I watched it. Holy crap, I haven't cried that hard at a movie in a long time. I was just, oh my God. I lost it. Minions 4. Yes, Minions 4 had me. Guys are assholes. Oh my God. All right, 3. Let me get one more sip of 3. Who cries watching a football movie? Listen, Barbecue Ed. Listen with your brisket bucks. I'm telling you, if you watch that movie, you're going to cry too. You and Big Vic sitting next to each other on the couch watching that movie, crying together, sharing a box of Kleenex with friggin' barbecue sauce down your lip, little avocado stains on your shirt. I know what you guys do. Right now, Ed and Vic are texting each other, going, hey, did you hear that movie Jason's talking about? We should watch that next weekend. That's what they're doing. They're planning their whole weekend. They're going to watch that movie with a box of Kleenex. They're just going to cry together while eating barbecue and avocados. It's going to happen. Too graphic. I paint a great picture, don't I, Trav? Poor Vic catching strays. Whiskey fancies, that's right. Sounds like a good AI image for Travis. Oh boy, don't give him any ideas. Well, yeah, we kind of did. All right, so 3 is okay. Still think 2 is the front runner in this lineup. Let's go to number 4. Remember the Titans home field was timed in my high school? Oh yeah. Remember the Titans? Remember the Titans is a good movie too. Good football movie. Hey, what's up, Jay Rican? What's up, Richie Z? Last time I cried was when I got the Weller Rainbow. Says they, oh Jesus, he's trying to get me started on a Weller rant. Yes, finish the Weller Rainbow. Everyone's still this week, everyone's posting Wellers. Get a new bourbon, dude. Get a new fucking bourbon. I'll take a Russell single barrel over any Weller any day of the week. See, now you're getting me all fired up. All right, let's go to number 4 here. I'm gonna switch up the music here. This is on repeat. So next one, I'm gonna switch to some 80s hip hop here soon. Let's go with this one. I might play some 80s hip hop coming up next. Maybe a little Tribe Called Quest. Some of my favorites. All right. That's the rant we want. Yeah. Ooh, this one has definitely some more layers here. A little bit of fruit, some age. This is kind of nice. How much do they charge for that? How about no hip hop? Says Sweet Cindy. All right, Sweet Cindy. How about no hip hop? I'm really enjoying this new E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, similar to Stag Jr., but I think I like the E.H.T. more, says Nick Foles. Nick Foles, what batch are you sipping on that you like a little bit more? Dude, 4 is really good. Ooh. 4's got that peanut butteriness. I wonder if that's the Jack 10. Ooh. See, even through the first 4, if that is the Jack Daniels, it's actually really standing out nicely if it's the Jack 10. I could be wrong. There's a lot of pours in here tonight, but it feels like the Jack. Play some Sinatra. Oh, that might be good. So right now I have number 2 and number 4 starred. Those are my favorites so far. Let's go to number 5. What's up, Jason? Got a pour of short barrel American Light Whiskey, 143.7 from my Nashville Bourbon Club. Damn, D-Train. Let me ask you guys about light whiskey. Are you guys... How do I phrase this? I mean, are you guys still into light whiskey? Is it still a thing that you look and seek out and enjoy? Or do you only like it if it's hazmat or above? That's like my question. Because light whiskey was kind of like a fad that came back, and then it got popular again, and now we see it still out there, but it just hits in like little pockets here and there. We see releases or barrel picks, but it's hard for me to gauge like whether people really, I feel like the people that tried it when it was everywhere have kind of latched onto it, but there's also a lot of people that have just kind of been like, yeah, I think I'm done with that. So I don't know. Let me know down chat. Like, tell me, what do you guys think? John Legalbo, American Light Whiskey. Yes, it is very 1, maybe 2 note for American Light Whiskey, but that note, or that 1 or 2 or 3 maybe notes it has, people seem to love. So I'm just kind of wondering like where people are at with light whiskey. Penelope Light Whiskey is the only one I hear about, says OG Brick. Okay, light whiskey is for gimmick, proof, and age statement chasing, says Nathan Jurgensen. Nathan, I understand what you're saying, but Nathan, like, tell me honestly, has there ever been a light whiskey that you really, really enjoyed? You know, just take away, you know, the age statement, the high proof. Has there ever been one that made you be like, wow, that's really good? Maybe something that you tried and that you kind of never really found again in American Light Whiskey? Connoisseur Eric says, too simple. Top Jimmy says, I don't care about the proof, nor do I seek them out. If I could try and it's good, I'm in. Okay, that's fair. It's a mood pour and something I don't go to very often. I occasionally enjoy it. American Light Whiskeys can be solid. The Penelope 18 years, great. I do agree. PBE Leonardo. Never had a light whiskey, so I can't say. Oh, damn, Jeff. No, not a 1. I want flavor, not ethanol. Okay. Light whiskey is good for blending. It can make a fun base for blending. That's true. Penelope 18 is fire. Totally agree. Light whiskey equals barrel-aged vodka. American Light Whiskey to kickstart my tractor. There we go. Now we're talking. Never seen a light whiskey on our shelves, says Whiskey Mountains. What's going on? How you doing, Audriana? Nice to see you. Audriana, looking forward to the End Alzheimer's live stream this weekend. Guys, it's coming. Get ready. Mark your calendars. Bourbon is like a hallway of flavor. American Light Whiskey is like a door from a great grandma's house. Sladvan with the Larrikin American Light Whiskey is my favorite. I think American Light Whiskeys can get interesting, obviously not only at high ages, but also if people throw a finish on them. Sometimes when you double oak it, or sometimes if you throw like a Pinot Noir finish, an Armagnac finish, you could do some interesting things. But unfortunately, they're too few and far in between. What's the deal with hazmat? Can you get sick drinking it? I never had a hazmat. You can't get sick drinking it, Rees, but it could give you a little bit of a headache if you're not used to drinking something that high proof, for sure. All right, so this one is coming off a little bit muted on the nose. I feel like it smells beamy. Not sure if it's beamy though. Give it a try. Oh, well, I don't know if that's beam. It's sweet. It's marshmallowy. It's, wow, super sweet. Every American Light Whiskey needs double barreling, full stop. I could probably get on board with that, man. All right. Thank you for that, guys. I was just I was wondering that the other day, just looking at a couple bottles of light whiskey I had. I'm like, man, do people like this shit anymore? Because I still see people like grabbing light whiskeys, but the only ones I really hear about are people grabbing them that are like 140 plus proof. So is it an actual flavor thing or is it just hazmat chasing? I feel like 5 is a little bit better than good. I don't know if I'd call it great, but there are some really nice flavors in here. That's like borderline. It's sweet, marshmallow, good proof point, a little spicy. I think, I think I like 5. I'm going to star that one and kind of keep it maybe a top 3 here. Let's go to number 6. Last one in this portion of the flight. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, there's gonna have to pull another one in here. What bottle of your shelf have you had for the longest at this point? What bottle have you had for the longest? Wow, probably. Ugh. There's a lot of bottles in here that's been. Well, that's not true because I have cleaned this shelving out for. Every year I do like an audit and I go through all the bottles in my whiskey room. It's actually coming up soon. I usually do it around every September where I'll clear out anything that I'm not really, don't think I'll drink, and I'll either give it away or bring it to bottle shares. But I think the bottle that has stayed true in here for the longest it's actually, it might surprise you. It's a Scotch. It's the Ardbeg. It's the Ardbeg Dark Cove Committee Release. I've had that bottle since, God, I think it's the first year. I think it was like talking about 8 years ago. Ardbeg Dark Cove, I think, might be the bottle that I've had the longest in here. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, this is oily and good. Oh, wow. That's nice. It's oily, sticks to the palate, big flavor. Do you like any bourbon with rice as a grain, says the Brenzier? I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't find it as interesting as corn and traditional grains. Thought he'd say Boona. I mean, I have a couple of old Boonas in here too, but that bottle of Ardbeg Dark Cove Committee Release, I have nursed and nursed and nursed. I have a tiny. I don't have actually. I have a pretty full bottle of it, but I'll grab it. It's right here. Give me 1 second. Oops. Here it is. It's my bottle of Ardbeg Dark Cove Committee Release. Just sitting on the shelf. And as you can see, I have a good amount in there. When I have a pour of this, I like nurse it. Maybe an ounce. But I have a good amount of this stuff still. It's just one of the... This is the bottle that made me fall in love with sherried scotch. Sherry peated scotch, I should say. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the oldest bottle in here that I've had for a long time. I still have a Little Book Chapter 1 up there. That's been in here for a minute. Everything else has been kind of rotated out. But up there, I still have the original Lot 40 cast strength. You guys remember that bottle? I'm finding all sorts of stuff up here. You guys remember this? The old Lot 40 cast strength? These things are bangers. This was Canadian rye, cast strength, for 12 years old, so good. Still have that. I I still have this. I didn't even remember I had this. One of the old Port Charlottes, the MC1 2009. I mean, yeah, heavily peated, eyeless single. Dude, I have some really crazy shit up there. Just stuff that's just been sitting around in here that God didn't even remember I had up there. There's another Ardbeg up there. I don't even know what that. I have an old Wild Turkey bottle up there. I mean, dude. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Bucks Brother says no. Nobody remembers that one. What part are you confused? Ardbeg makes good sherry scotch. I like the Oogie. The feed is popping off tonight. Cheesy Go Foil. What bottle have you had the least amount of time? This, I just got this today. The Jack Daniels. All right. I know you open great bottles all the time for your channel, but what do you think about me not wanting to open the Austin Nichols Gold Foil till my oldest is 21? Is the bourbon going to taste the same? Yeah, it's going to taste the same, man. As long as you keep it in that canister, you keep it in a cool, dry place, it's not going to do anything. Yeah, Vinol, yeah, too. I have a couple of Springbank cast strengths. I also have some Springbank 15s. This is really good. I think I'm going to like 6 over 5 a little bit more. So my favorites are 2, 4, and 6 in this one. So I'm going to... No, let me shut this off real quick because I'm going to go back to the bottle cam a little bit later when we do the reveals here. But 2, 4, and 6 I think are my faves right now. Let's bring in the rest of these. Top 3 cast strength Scotch recommendations for bourbon drinkers to try. Thank you. Cast strength? I probably put Springbank cast strength up there. I wouldn't do anything peated for bourbon drinkers. Is there whiskey you like to drink but won't buy again because of the labeling? Says Tommy fucking D. That's a good question. Just because I hate the label, I won't buy it. Yeah, Rare Character with their freaking weenies on it. Hey, what's up, Drums and Drams? How you doing, Cam? How's the battery life on your camera? So far, so good. The new Ardbeg cast strength, if you want to try something peated, is fantastic. The 10-year, it's so good. Yeah, I would say Aberlour makes a great cast strength, the Aberlour Abunad, but there's a bourbon cask one and a sherry cask one. I think either of those two will be great for Scotch drinkers want to try something that's more bourbon forward. I'm trying to think of stuff that's like more bourbon aged. I always recommend Bunnahabhain 12-year because even though it's like lightly peated, it's literally lightly peated to the point where it's just not very, you're not really going to taste it. Bunnahabhain makes a cast strength as well that is absolutely delicious. So I would look for Bunnahabhain cast strength if you could find it. I think it's a little bit hard to find. Anything from Glen Scotia, especially the Glen Scotia 15-year stuff, that's delicious. There's a Glen Scotia, I think, double oaked. That's actually really good too. I think that's great for bourbon drinkers as well. Look at us talking Scotch. Yeah, there's definitely, but I would say the Aberlour one. The only thing with the Aberlour is I heard like it's gotten younger, so I'm not sure exactly how good those are. Dalmore, I would never do the Dalmores or recommend them. They use food coloring in them to make it look darker than they are. They're pretty overpriced. I mean, it is what it is. Cheers, like Jason said, if you keep it out of the light and in a stable, yeah, okay, no. Glen Scotia sucks. I want to find while everyone is hunting Springbank. Yeah. Oh, Glendronach cast strength. That's a great call out, Tim Romero. Glendronach cast strength is delicious, especially I can't remember if they're sherried or not. I feel like they are sherried, but they're really good. Oh, is it? Has it been discontinued? Oh, that sucks. Never mind then. You just click on the chat and it highlights it. Why are we talking Scotch? Pabst Blue Ribbon. I don't know. Somebody. It kind of started with like, what's the oldest bottle I have in my whiskey room? And I think it's this one, this Ardbeg committee release. All right, let's get into. Oh, Glenallachie. Glenallachie, yes, is a great cast strength. Is there a cast strength Talisker? If there's a cast strength Talisker, I love Talisker. I think that's a great gateway. Just the Brook Lottie, Classic Lottie, I think is actually a good gateway too. So, okay, back to bourbon. Oh shit, that's good. Woo! This has some layers, baby. This one, I like that one. That is it's like orangey syrupy. Cinnamon. A little hint of molasses there. That's the first one I've found molasses on that one. That's really good. I'm digging that one. I like Long Row, but Long Row actually has a peach note to me. Every time that like the few times that I've done blind tastings with Scotch, when I taste peach, I immediately call Long Row, and I've hit it 100% of the time. Long Row has a peachy note to it, for sure. Dude, this is really good. All right, let's go to 8. A little bit light. Light oak. Just a very, very light brown sugar. Kind of a wave of marshmallow. Not too much, though. Kalila, I wouldn't recommend right away. Kalila has a quality to it that I don't think bourbon drinkers... Kalila's malt is... I don't know how to describe it. I feel like Kalila's malt is aggressive. It just has a very waxy, almost crayon type of flavor that I think some bourbon drinkers might have an aversion to. Oh, that's okay. Man, what is that? I have no idea. Yeah, waxy. Yep, whiskey fancies, completely agree. 8 has like this really beautiful spice on the back end, but I wish the front end had a little bit more, but it's actually really good. Man, a lot of spice. The finish on that is killer. That might be the best part of a glass 8 is the finish. All right, let's go to 9. Oh, okay, do you see it highlighted? So it doesn't highlight for me until I actually click on it. Oh, we're talking about Irish whiskey now? Oh my God, guys. We could do this for days. Cast strength Irish whiskey? Oh my gosh. I did a whole video series on these. My favorite like high proof Irish whiskey is the oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. It's not Teeling. John's Lane. The John's Lane from what brand makes John's Lane? Somebody put it in the chat. Powers? Is it Powers? No. Is it Powers John's Lane? Who makes the John's Lane? That is a great cast strength Irish whiskey. Redbreast cast strength is good, but you got to try to find the Redbreast cast strength 12 year. Yeah, Powers. Powers John's Lane is a killer cask strength Irish whiskey. So good for the money. Green, Blue Spot. Blue Spot's a great, even though Blue Spot's price really shot up, it's a great cask strength Irish whiskey as well. Oh. 9 has some layers to it. Creme brulee, a little bit of like a maple, maybe some dark fruit there too. Check your phone, Jason, and share it. Oh God, I'm scared. Redbreast Lustau is great if you really love the like those sherried. It's got a good amount of sherry in it. Really great. Bushmill 16. Yep. Agree on Powers John's Lane. Yep. Powers John's Lane is so good. Yeah, Jameson 18 Bow Street is very good, but it's pricey. But yeah. There's a Redbreast cask strength and a Redbreast cask strength 12 year. Yeah, but I can't remember if 12-year cask strength came back around. I know they got rid of the age statement, and the newer Redbreast cask strength wasn't nearly as good as the 12-year cask strength, but I feel like there still is 12-year cask strength laying around. You guys correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I feel like it is still around. I wish Stacy was in the chat because she would know. Dude, 9 is delicious. 9 is the first one that has all these different layers to it. Layers and layers. I'm definitely starring number 9. That thing is really good. I got a cask strength 12-year recently. Okay, yeah, there's still Redbreast 12-year around. Yeah, there's a cask strength Redbreast. I think it's a light blue turquoise box. That is not great because it's young whiskey. You want to find the 12-year cask strength from Redbreast, which is just way better. So don't just buy the red. Just remember, if you see the turquoise box, remember, Jason said don't buy that shit. The Redbreast cask strength turquoise box is not good. It is just young cask strength Irish whiskey. That's why it's non-age stated. The 12-year is the one you want. Oh my God, Middleton Dare Gaelics, JR Bourbon. Look, Middleton Dare Gaelic. It's going to cost you like $400 to $500, but those are some of the best Irish whiskeys I've ever had. You talk about tropical fruit notes, pineapple, mango, also like some toffee, some oak. Dare Gaelics are incredibly dense and delicious. Man, can't remember the last time I got a Dare Gaelic though. Some of those are absolutely fantastic. Old Cabin Still from Stitzelweller. There you go. Drums and Drams. Dare Gaelic is so good. Dude, it's so good. I could not agree more. Those Dare Gaelics, oh, they're so interesting. I think I actually have a couple of those up there too. I got a couple of those up there. Okay. Man, 10 is just sugary sweet. Wow. It's almost aspartame-y in a way. You know, like that fake sugar shit you get in food? This gives me aspartame vibes a little bit. I only have one Dare Gaelic, but I'm glad I took that plunge. There you go, Jason Coates. Let me look at my phone. Let's see what we got here. Oh my God. Dude, what the hell? No, that's just wrong. All right. You took it too far, Big Vic. Guys are assholes. Oh my God, that's hilarious though. Let's go to 11. Oh my God. You assholes. I can't wait to see you at the Blitz. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna fucking kick you in the nuts so hard, Big Vic. Yeah, he did. He took it too far. Show it. Hey, the Mets won again. Look at that. And the Yankees are losing. Let me download this. Let me see if I could share this somehow. I can't with this. This is so ridiculous. Yep, there it is. Can I? Let me back that up. All right. Should be able to share that. Give me 1 second. Redbreast 27, too spicy? Who said it was too spicy? Share it with the class. Of course, you jerk off. You had to. There was no part of me that was in this scenario, and I love how they added it. They added me in this. So if you guys missed it earlier, I said that Big Vic and Big Ed are going to be watching the movie Greater by themselves while eating barbecue and crying. And I was not in this scenario, but they added me, and this is what they made. They basically put me in a high chair with a Mets bottle, Daddy's Little Falcon, wearing my Jordans, and they put me in a fucking high chair, these assholes. I'm going to kick them in the nuts so hard when I see them. Look at them. They're not even crying. I'm the only one crying. How does this help? How is this accurate to the story that I gave you guys earlier? I'm kicking you so hard in the nuts when I see you. Those are assholes. I hate you. I hate. Why? I don't know why my feet are giant. Oh, shit. Ooh. 11 has like a... What is 11? 11 has like a Maker's Mark thing going on. Yeah, they added the baby bottle, which is pretty hilarious. Yes, Big Vic, and you're welcome. I'm going to kick you guys so hard when I see you. It's not even going to be funny. Oh, my God. Yeah, full-size Jordans, but a crying baby with my Mets baby bottle. And these guys are laughing it up, eating barbecue. Bastards. No, keep calm, love beer. I did not ask for it. I was not in that scenario. They added me in the scenario. Jerks. Oh, yes, meme of the week. We could do meme of the week right now. Speaking of bourbon meme of the week, here we go. This is not really a meme, but somebody made this bottle. If you guys haven't heard yet, Ohio has been dealing with a rancid lettuce issue, and it's basically giving people a bunch of diarrhea, like very, very bad diarrhea. So somebody made this bottle based on me going off on E.H. Taylor and how much some of the releases are bullshit. So check this out. E.H. Taylor, explosive lettuce diarrhea surviving. E.H. Taylor. Look at the bottle. It's like, look at the head of lettuce on the bottle on the bottom. Whoever made this, it's fucking brilliant. The top of it says "not for the weak." This is amazing. This is like a proper use of AI right here. I love this. This is so cool. Oh my God. And you know what? If E.H. Taylor did release this, people would buy it. People would buy it. That's the sad thing. Yeah, Nick Foles, I'll take 3 of them. 2 people died in Michigan. People are dying from it? I did not hear that people died from it. That's crazy. I have not heard that. Should say bottled in bandage. 2 people died in Michigan from the lettuce thing? That's nuts. All right, then I'm sorry. That's not funny. I did not know people were dying from it. I thought it was literally just... Nathan says I'll probably die from Taco Bell one day. Okay. Yes, people with other health conditions. Well, I could see that if you have some like really bad health conditions and you have but man, diarrhea lettuce? Come on. Yosef is drinking E.H. Taylor single barrel. James Lay says no, it's funny. I'm sorry, 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Real quick on this. This one feels like it's like a toasty type of bourbon. It's kind of nice. Data centers are poisoning the water worse than fracking than fracking ever did. I thought that was the new weight loss. Lettuce is mostly water. Dude, it's scary. Nobody can eat lettuce. Number 12. Damn, and all I want is a BLT. Poor man Ozempic, is that lettuce virus? There's probably people trying to get it. They feel like they're going to lose weight from it. This actually smells really good, whatever the hell this is. Oh, it's dark. It's fruity. Oh. That's really good. This has some depth to it. This has some raisin, maybe some sherry. Maybe this one is one of the finished ones. That's really good. It's dark. A little bit of chocolate on that one. Oh, I could sip on that all day long. Hell yeah. All right, last two. They should proof bourbon with the Tijuana River for weight loss. Let us entertain you. Let us entertain. Very well done there. Reverie is the Deep, not one of your top 10 so far. The bottle is delicious. Oh, yeah, that's true. I do have the Reverie is the Deep. Maybe because the Deep wasn't like my... I don't know. I feel like I look for different flavors in French oak, and that wasn't bringing it to me, that one. But it actually might do well. I'll definitely put it in there at some point. Deep was fine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think Deep was anything amazing, to be honest. As much as I love Jay and as much as I love French oak, I don't know. I just wanted more out of it, I think. And I'm not sure if that's like more French oak influence. It just needed more depth to me, which sounds funny for a whiskey named Deep. I needed to have more depth. Man, these last couple have been really good. Block, when are we going to Reveries? We are definitely planning a trip this fall to Reveries. Happy 8-year anniversary. Thanks for all you do for the whiskey community. I could not figure out how to do $8, so you owe me $2. There you go. That's fine. Man, 13 is really good. It's spicy. It's dense. I'm going to star that one too. Man, it's got some great pop to it. Great pop on the back end of that one. It just stays with you. Thanks, Sandeep. Felt like Deep had some youngish barrels that kneecap the blend. Nathan, I think you nailed it. There was a twinge of youthful character in that just kind of did it for me. How do you like Reverie's Behemoth? I didn't try that one, Tim. Was not chosen to buy that bottle. All right, last one. We don't have a ton of them starred in this one, but there's a few. Okay. That is the most orange cherry bomb of a whiskey I have had tonight. Coming off all of these, this is orange, cherry, vanilla all day long with great spice, great texture to it as well. That thing is a flavor. Compared to some of these other ones, this last one is a flavor bomb. Interesting. Little bit, a little bit on the youthy side, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to star that one quite yet. That's like borderline. Any of the Ravens from Reveries have been just absolute bangers for me. The barrel picks are great. I mean, Jay is just doing a phenomenal job with that stuff. Orange, cherry, sugar, little youthy there. That one's borderline. All right. So my favorites from this one are, let me lay this out. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's a standout. 10, 11, 12 is a standout. 13 is a standout. And 14 is kind of borderline here. I'm not sure if I'm going to choose that one or not. Steve from Las Vegas saying hi for all you do. Having a new Stag 26 beat tonight. Just picked up. There you go, Otto. Thanks for chiming in, Steve. Appreciate it, man. All right. So that means let's go through these. Number 2, number 4, number 6. That's my top from the first flight. 9. 12. 13. These are my tops right here. Let's rank these. Let's find out what we got. Oh man, this is good. Man, 3 is just fantastic. Or is it 2? Yeah, 2. 2 smells fantastic. Raven 5 was much better than 4, but it's relative. Miraculously found 25C at MSRP last week. Damn, good on you, man. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. I like 2 over 4, but 4 is very good. Well, I mean, let's find out what was eliminated so far. Let's find out. Let's how you want to do that. Let's see what I left out of the top. All right, let's do that. This is always fun. All right. The last one that was borderline was letter N. Letter N is, oh, it was borderline. It's the Booker's Big Easy. Booker's Big Easy, I'm telling you, man, in this flight, it was a flavor bomb. But again, the youthful characteristic of it just kind of pushed it out. I think a little bit, but man, it's a flavor bomb. It was, I don't think coming off these other ones, so much orange and cherry on it and brown sugar really made an impression, but kind of got pushed out. This one is letter L. Letter L is, oh, okay. It's the new Old Forester Triple Char. The new Old Forester Triple Char. This is the new 117 series that they just dropped. What's the difference between Triple Char and Old Forester 1910? This is charred 3 times versus 1910 being charred once, but 1910 is charred to the point where the barrel is going to freaking fall apart. I feel like this is actually pretty good on its own. Doesn't really taste like an Old Forester standard profile. Not a ton of banana here. I have a short video coming up on this. I think either tomorrow or Friday. No, I think tomorrow's gonna be the Jack Daniels. This will be Friday. So there you go. Next one is letter B. We got an early one here. Letter B belongs to, wow, the The Old Forester 1924. Old Forester 1924 from this year. Listen, it doesn't diminish the fact it's probably the best batch of 1924 we've had, but I think probably the proof here just didn't help it being only 100 proof. But I still maintain it's the best batch of 1924 we've had. It was one char too much. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Let's go here. Letter K. Letter K belongs to... So wait, letter K. If this was K, right? This was K. So that was... I actually wrote it was Toasty. And it is. This is the Green River Toasted. The Green River Toasted 375 milliliter bottle that released. Honestly, still probably one of the better toasted products I've had in recent times. I'm not a big toasted guy, as you guys know, but I think they did a pretty good job with this. But again, I just think it just didn't really stand up in the blind. So, is it worth picking up a 1924 from this year if I still have an unopened one from last year? Yeah, I would still pick up a 1924 this year because it's really good. I'm just not sure if we're going to get another good one like that. The Jack Daniels glass is holding letter F. Letter F, which is number 7, orangey cinnamon. That's a surprise. Let me try that again. Peerless 10-year. Why doesn't Peerless 10-year do well in blinds? This is the second time I put it in a blind and it hasn't done well. But I enjoy drinking it on its own. But why isn't this bottle performing well in blinds? Anybody have a theory? Because I actually really like this bourbon on its own, but whenever I put it in a blind, it doesn't really do well. Sweet Cindy, you got timed out by who? Who timed you out? Maybe OH. Is it the proof? I mean, the proof is 117. It's not like it's a low proof. Maybe the craftiness does come out a little bit. I don't know, man. A lot of times overly nuanced bottles just get drowned out because you like the wood bottle stopper. Viscosity. Wow. So a couple surprises there. All right, let's go to the last 3. Let's see what these are. These were all in the first flight. Letter C belongs to... Oh, you got to be kidding me. I thought this was going to be up here in the top. OGD 114 single barrel. This is still one of my favorite releases this year. I don't give a shit where it finished. These can be so good. Yeah. But again, 7 years old, not super high aged. Maybe the age kind of showed up in the flight, but I still think these are bangers for like $50. So I'm still so happy being brought this out. Love them. Yeah, the bang for the buck is amazing, Jonathan. Totally agree. I'd buy that any day of the week. This is letter G. Letter G belongs to... Oh, I thought this was going to make... I was getting excited because I thought this bottle was going to make the top. It was the Knob Creek Blenders Edition. I think this is one of those bottles that is probably just better sipped on its own. It's so sweet and it's so delicious. This was number 3. And I literally wrote super sugary, sweet, a little bit of oak, but not much else. That's pretty much what I wrote. And I think that describes the Blenders Edition perfectly. But for a 10-year-old bottle, just to sip on its own, this thing is delicious. Love this bottle. I think this is one of the more unique Knob Creeks we've seen this year from Jim Beam. So, yeah, interesting. And last but not least, this was the first glass, letter A, actually. First glass I pulled was letter A. Letter A is the... Shit. The Michter's Sour Mash Barrel Strength Limited Edition. So the Michter's Barrel Strength gets the shaft in this. I actually thought this was in there. I thought it was going to make it. It was pretty good, but it just didn't perform as I thought it would. This was a pretty limited release, so I'm kind of, not that I'm glad it didn't do well, but just one of those bottles that I think everybody kind of forgot about that it did release. I don't know if a lot of people saw this one. I think it was a good take on the Sour Mash being cast strength. I like it, but man, that means we have some really interesting whiskeys left, guys. In no particular order, we have the Barrel Bourbon Cigar Blend is still in here. Russell's 13 45th. Jack Daniel's 10-year. The E.H. Taylor 4-grain made it through. Fuck my life. 13th Colony Symphony. Little Book Chapter 10. That's what's left. Is that possible? Let's see. Now you're just being rude. That Michter's Sour Barrel Strength is top 3 whiskey I've tasted this year. Such good depth. I mean, yeah, it is good. But yeah, for some reason, just didn't. That's it. He's drunk. Oh, that's good. Number 2 is so good. 3. Yeah. These two are so good. This one in particular, whatever that is really good. All right, I'm going to take a big glug of water. I'm going to rest my palate for like 5 minutes. Let's go through just a couple of news stories here. There's not really much that has happened this week. Yeah. This came out this week, unfortunately. This is all about MGP. So American whiskey giant, MGP sees 59% sales plunge in quarter 2. 59 friggin' percent. That's crazy. It's another tough quarter for it fell 59% to 29.2 million. Executives at the Indiana-based company attribute the decline to a challenging industry backdrop, sweeping booze firms large and small. MGP's Distilling Solutions is the largest supplier of white-labeled whiskey in the United States and is responsible for producing a myriad of brands ranging from Bullet Rye to Redemption Bourbon. Upper management says there's currently a lower demand for aged and new distillate whiskey and is actively pursuing changes behind the scenes to adjust MGP's operating model. In November of 2024, the company announced that it was scaling down its bulk distilling operations in favor of a smaller roster of in-house brands. The approach isn't yet a resounding success, but has shown promising results. The company's branded spirits arm, which includes imprints like George Remus and El Mayor Tequila, reportedly fell by 1% to 59.6 million. So-called premium plus brands, however, grew by 5%. The biggest sales leaders were Penelope Bourbon, which MGP acquired in 2023, and Yellowstone Whiskey, which saw success with limited edition launches. These results reflect continued momentum in our premium plus portfolio led by Penelope and Yellowstone, and important in select mid and value price brands. MGP President Julie Francis remarked in a news release, "As we move through the second half of 2026, we will maintain our strategic roadmap and drive our key growth initiatives while prioritizing our best opportunities for growth, taking decisive actions, and executing with discipline." This is... So a couple things here, guys. One, not surprising that MGP is struggling. But on the flip side, would anybody think that Penelope and Yellowstone are the two brands driving the actual growth of MGP? Anyone in the chat, would you guess that? I would guess Penelope. I think I'm a little bit more surprised at Yellowstone. I think Penelope has done such an amazing marketing job that people pretty much buy whatever Penelope puts out for the most part. But Yellowstone, really? It boggles the mind. It really does. Yeah. Penelope doesn't surprise me. I agree. Never had a Yellowstone. Not Yellowstone, but Penelope single barrels, 36% are pretty damn good. Yeah, I think, man, the Penelope, man, what Mike and Dan did with that brand is just genius. It really is. It is a stroke of genius. They cited additional distribution, new markets, plus a new Kentucky Rye and other labels for Penelope growth. For sure. Penelope has a way of just creating these different whiskeys that they know that their drinkers will want. Jason, that's their new Yellowstone bottle with the beautiful vintage style label. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Actually, yes, Yellowstone has amazing picks, and they have Fonte. And from a store retailer level and a learned level, he helps. Yeah, Steve Fonte, I mean, he is just the foghorn leghorn of bourbon. He's amazing. But I think what Penelope also did is those RTD bottles that came out, the blackberry, the peach old fashioned, the whatchamacallit, the not black maple, the what the hell is that? The black walnut one that they did. Genius. These are things that people want and that people are looking for, and Penelope is absolutely, taking that call and running with it. I think Penelope, probably more than a lot of other bourbon brands, have their ear to the ground on the market and what people want. And I'm talking about the majority. I think they have something for the whiskey nerds, but for the majority and the people out, like, in just people that are maybe more even whiskey curious or like on the edge of really getting into whiskey, Penelope has something for those people. And it's a brilliant tactical mindset that they have just created for their brand. It really is. You have to tip your cap to them, man. It's pretty crazy. Yep. Is MGP running out of old juice that most non-producers are using? They're not running out of old juice. I think the problem with MGP is, let's be honest, MGP has always had a problem marketing their own brands. They kind of leaned into this whole Remus guy, George Remus, great story. The guy was freaking nuts, but it's an amazing story. But I just don't think it resonates with the average drinker or even the bourbon curious drinker. It just doesn't really resonate. Plus, on top of that, you have MGP everywhere. And I think even whiskey nerds get a little bit sick and tired of, it's another MGP. It's another MGP, even from NDPs. Just MGP is just, it's everywhere. So I think you have definitely an oversaturation from the market. Remember when bourbon was really, ascending during the boom, MGP was kind of like finding those 11, 12, 13-year barrels was like finding gold. And while people really love those, I think that now in today's time, with everybody releasing older whiskey and everybody's still kind of having MGP just isn't as exciting anymore. So when MGP releases their own stuff under their own label, it still feels redundant. And I think that's the biggest problem with MGP. I mean, honestly, I will still covet a high age MGP if it's like, I mean, look, you could try many different 21% MGPs, 36% MGPs, age in different places all around the country. They're all going to taste different. There's something about that mash bill that just does magical things depending on where it's been sitting, where it's been aging. And I think that's kind of the charm to it. but unfortunately, there's an oversaturation of it, and it's kind of lost its luster a little bit. So yeah, 95.5 too. In your opinion, which MDP has the best aged Heaven Hill juice that's available? Heaven Hill? That's the thing with the Heaven Hill though stuff. The aged Heaven Hill that goes to NDPs, they're kind of hit and miss. And not only that, they tend to sell really fast. And the great, we consider the higher than average instance of cousin, if that's the Penelope RTD options with little extra splash of 100 proof are really solid when you're looking for a quick cocktail with the Corey Stewart. Yeah. And Penelope knew that, and they knew exactly what they were doing. All right, let's rank these here. Oh shit, these two are really good. Oh my gosh. This is a little darker. Oh. That's fantastic, whatever that is. Oh, man. This kind of fell off a little bit. So did that one. So I think we have kind of a perfect split. These are my top three. These are kind of my, I guess, in the top six here. You have, 6, 5, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So if I had to rank these, I think this, whatever this is, I really dig that. This, that's kind of falling behind. I like that one more. This first one, yeah, these two are up there, man. These are my top two, whatever those are. And these are kind of going to be the bottom four. I'm not going to keep tasting. I'm just having too much whiskey. My palate is getting to the point where it's kind of shot. In no particular order, these are the bottom four. So, well, not bottom four. These are basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6, 5, 4, 3. This is 3 through 6. I could kind of go. I'm not going to try to order these guys, but whatever the top two that are left are pretty damn good in this flight. So let's find out what these are. This is letter E. Letter E belongs to. So this is the. Letter E is the little book. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. The little book. Letter E is the little book. Number 10. Chapter 10. Makes the top 6, but is kind of behind the pack in the at the end of this. I think this is a great blend. There's facets of this blend that I wish were more emphasized. I wish it had a little bit more sherry. But I also think that the youthful whiskey that was used in here have started to overtake the blend overall, but it still has some great flavors. This one is letter D. D belongs to, oh shit, I thought this was going to be a top 2. It's the Barrel Bourbon Cigar Blend. Guys, if nobody has picked up this Barrel Bourbon Cigar Blend, I highly recommend grabbing this bottle. It is so effing good for the money. One of the best products that Barrel Bourbon has come out with in the last several. I mean, the fact that it took out, freaking Peerless 10-year, it took out some pretty big whiskeys here. It just shows you how good it is. Okay, what do we have here? This is, what the hell is that? Oh, J. J belongs to J is the 13th Colony Barrel Symphony. Guys, this is probably one of the best releases 13th Colony has done in quite a while. I'm not sure of the availability of this one right now, but if you haven't picked this up yet, this is just a great Burai whiskey. It's a blend of bourbon and rye that 13th Colony has done. Fantastic whiskey, especially for the price. Highly recommend it. Last one here. Letter H. Letter H, just missing the top two. The Jack Daniel's 10-year this year. Honestly, guys, this isn't the most layered whiskey, but I think when you give me peanut butter and jelly in a glass, I love it. I love it. I love peanut butter and jelly. That's what Jack Daniel's 10 is this year. Easily the best 10-year Jack Daniel's that they have done since the series launched. So good. Yeah, dude, it's really good. Love it. That means the top two belong to no fucking way. There's no... I'm kind of ashamed. Come on, man. Really? My top two. This is a love-hate relationship, guys. the E.H. Taylor 4-grain and the Russell's 13 45th anniversary. I'm screwed. I don't even know what to say. This is the beauty of blind tastings, folks. This sucks. Oh my God. What is happening? This sucks. Really? That is the Taylor 4-grain? It's good. It's good. I've lost all street cred. I'm done. I'm broken. My palate's broken. Now remember, this is a 10-year product. It's got good age. It's got good flavor. I'm not even going to try to defend it. This is happening. This happened. But I really, dude, this, like, okay. So it doesn't surprise you guys that I picked a turkey, right? But it does surprise you that I picked this bullshit. Oh my God. This is what happens on my 8-year anniversary. I pick an E.H. Taylor 4-grain. Okay. This is my favorite. Where'd it go? First of all, unsubscribed. Wait, where'd it go? This is the best. Now go home and get your fucking shine box. What the hell? What's happening? Oh my God. I can't be. How did that happen? There's no way. Oh my God. The beauty of blind tastings, guys. Mikey 2 says, and I pressed the like button on the video. Buffalo Trace execs right now. It took us 8 years, but we finally broke him. Oh my God. Some people really love it. It's good. I told you I like this way more than the cured oak. I think the cured oak is shit. This is good. Oh my God. I'm both surprised and ashamed at the same time. Oh my God. That's hilarious. Okay. So we found out that the Colonel Taylor 4-grain is actually pretty good in a blind. And the Russell's 45th anniversary, the Russell's 13. While I don't think it could hang with the big boys, it's a pretty damn good whiskey. Yep. Jason, I hear there will be a special release of the EHT in a train decanter in Ohio next month. Bourbon Engineer. Man, screw you, dude. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm ashamed. I'm appalled. I don't even know what to, like. Yeah, now I want to put cured oak in the blind and see if I actually hate it. This was my plan the whole time, guys, just so you know. I was trying to get Buffalo Trace to send me samples all night. I'm only kidding. That's not what it is. Buffalo Trace will never send me samples. People not liking the E.H. Taylor rye. The E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye is one of the worst releases Buffalo Trace has ever done. And I put that in a blind last year. It was fucking terrible. I was telling people in Ohio when they did the big bourbon drop earlier in the year, and they had the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye. I was literally telling people online, do not buy it. It is so bad. It should have never been released. It is so effing bad. I haven't touched my bottle since I reviewed it. It's terrible. It's awful. I don't know what Buffalo Trace was thinking when they released it. It's terrible. It tastes like soap. It is so bad. Oh my God. The Pride of Anderson County this year, I don't think it was that good. Jason, book your tickets for Buffalo Trace summer camp. Sagamore 10 Rise, my jam. Yeah, I think maybe next week we do the Rise. Let's do the Rise, baby. Let's see. I'm going to see if I could curate a Bullet 20-year Rise sample this week. I will try. And then next week we'll do like my favorite Rise of 2026. And we'll dive into that. Remember, 2 weeks, we'll have Blendageddon. Remember, this weekend, we have the Alzheimer's fundraiser on Women of Whiskeys. So make sure you guys tune into that. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to help celebrate 8 years of this shit. This is great. I had a great time. This is always so much fun. Blinds are revealing. So, guys, Bullet 20-year rye over Heaven Hill 22 and Cheesy Go 4. Oh, dude. Nathan. Oh, my God. I think you need to revisit the Pride of... I don't have any more of the Pride of Anderson County. I only got a quick sample of it. I never bought a bottle. I could definitely revisit Cured Oak, but we could do that next week. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. This was a ton of fun. See you guys next week. We're going to dive into some rye whiskeys from 2026, see what comes out on top. As I always say, it's not about the whiskey. It's the people you share with. And before we leave tonight, because it's my 8-year anniversary, you know, we kind of have to play it. Here you go. I fell. Love you guys. Talk to you next week. See you soon. Stay healthy. Stay right. Don't be a dick. Love you guys. Cheers. Don't be a dick. Where did that come from?